As I said, guys, lots of talks are gonna be happening on this sofa. By the way, I say sofa, people say couch, and I guess sofa is weird to say, but I don't know, I kind of grew up with that. Do you say sofa or couch?
Sofa.
You say sofa too, right? I don't know, whatever. I got my little handy sheets. They have doodles all over. If you probably see them, my daughter just scribbles. I let her do her thing. In this video, I did want to talk about progress. And it's more because in a fitness journey, everyone will get frustrated at one point. So I want to address this and also talk about my clients while I'm at it. I can use them as an example. It's really easy to use. First of all, progress will never happen the same as for everyone. Sometimes I get people, well, what do you think I can accomplish in 6 weeks on your plan? There's really no way to answer this. It's how determined you are, how you work out. Let's say you go into the gym, you have two people doing the same exact workout, but one is feeling super motivated and the other one just kind of does the basics and what she has to do, but no more just because she doesn't even feel like being there. Now, clearly one is gonna get way better progress, and if they carry that attitude the whole 6 weeks, it's gonna reflect in their body. When I have a really bad workout, I feel it. I know I didn't accomplish much. And then when I have a great workout, I know I've accomplished a lot just in that workout. So, how determined, motivated you are, how hard you push will also determine progress. However, size matters as well. Now you have girls that are more on the heavier side. They are bound to see more progress, faster progress in the beginning of their journey because there's more to do, more to lose. If you're lean, I have sometimes really lean girls who only have, maybe some love handles or a little pooch to lose or cellulite, and they see these girls who lose a pretty big amount of weight and size around their midsection in a shorter amount of time, and they wonder, why doesn't that happen for me? Well, when you're skinnier, you burn less calories. Imagine if you're 20, 30 pounds heavier, it's almost like you're carrying around a 30-pound dumbbell with you. You're going to burn more calories than somebody who's 30 pounds lighter than you. So the leaner you are, you're not gonna see huge visible progress, this big like, oh, your stomach got way small. When your stomach is already pretty small and you don't need to lose that much, you need to lose very little. So keep that in mind. Another thing is body neglect and how bad you've been treating it. As opposed to somebody who signs up for my plan and has been doing pretty well, they just needed to refine their nutrition or change their workout formula a bit and really challenge themselves. So like if somebody who comes and signs up on my plan and has been eating 800 calories, has really not been working out, they're bound to see more dramatic change because their lifestyle is changing a lot. They're improving their diet, they're eating more, and they're adding in a workout routine. Somebody who comes to me who's already pretty solid with their workouts and we alter their nutrition a bit, they're gonna see progress, but it's not gonna be the way this person who's been neglecting their body for so long will see progress. So there's a lot to factor in there, how you've been treating your body in the past as opposed to somebody who's pretty advanced and has been trying to take care of themselves for quite some time. And then another thing, which sucks, but is something that needs to be addressed, your weight from childhood does matter. So if you've been overweight your entire life, even as a child, it's more stubborn weight and fat to lose than somebody who was previously skinny and then gained weight. They tend to lose weight a bit faster. This part sucks. I know genetics plays a role, but I'm gonna stop myself there and say no matter what your genetics are, always know that progress is inevitable if you are doing the right things. Even if it takes you longer, it doesn't mean it's not worth working for. You should still push really hard. And saying this, I come from a pretty big family and we all have very different body sizes. And you can, from what I have achieved, you can work very hard to get that progress. Sure, it might take a little bit longer. My journey has taken quite a few years, and even though I've reached the size I like, now I have to refine and lean and get rid of cellulite that I've gotten from bulk. I've got a little bit of excess fat around my tummy. You guys know I'm starting to lean now from my bulk. So there's still more refining to do. And had somebody said, hey, this is gonna take you 4 years to do, it could sound pretty discouraging, but 4 years later, You're gonna wanna be there instead of still at square one. The time is gonna pass anyways, you may as well work towards your goal. Another thing that matters, understand that everyone's diet is completely different and it should be based on your body. Now there are a lot of generalized plans out there, or plans that don't talk about nutrition. And I always preach nutrition, and this is why. For fat loss, I have people ranging from 1,500 calories who are more on the petite, maybe a little bit older side. And then I have people on 2,300 calories who are also on fat loss. And this all happens because of your body, you know, how much body fat you have, your age, your height, all of that has to factor in, your activity as well. So it's really difficult. Like, this is sometimes why I don't really do or like to do full day of eating, because I feel like for you guys, it's not really much value if you understand nutrition and know that my calories could be so way off of what you should be eating. I understand that you guys like to see the different food choices, and that's why I kind of do it, in case you know you like a certain food I'm eating and it gives you ideas, and that's why I do it. But calorie wise, I've seen the most insane calorie differences, both for the same goals and actually pushing the person towards their goals. So even though you're eating 2,300, people have this idea, well, I'm gonna get fat on 2,300. Not if that's what your body needs to perform properly and burn the fat that you need it to burn. Keep in mind, the bigger you are, usually the more you need to eat. People have this idea that overweight people eat too much, and in reality, a lot of overweight people are under eating, which is really hurting them, and that's why they're gaining more fat. Like I said, if you know you're 60 pounds heavier, that's like carrying two 30-pound dumbbells with you, you're gonna burn way more calories, which in turn requires you to eat a bit more, just so that your body can function and it has the energy to do what you want it to do in the gym. So keep in mind, calories consumed at the end of the day, your nutrition really does matter and determines your progress. Now, weight is another issue. A lot of people get mad about their progress because they don't see the scale going down. They forget to look in the mirror. I've had so many people that say, Florina, my weight hasn't changed. My measurements have. My waist is much smaller. I fit better in clothes, but they're still so discouraged because their weight hasn't dropped on the scale. First of all, my plan, you are trading in fat for muscle. So chances are, you know, I have a girl who completely transformed her body, and it was a 5-pound difference. But if you see this girl, you would think she lost maybe 20 pounds. Then there are people who lose like a dramatic amount of weight, like 20 pounds, but looking at their pictures, you wouldn't guess it. So the scale is very inaccurate. I would just worry about how clothes feel, because like I said, we're changing body composition. Most of the time when you're weightlifting, it's about changing your body composition, burning fat, but reshaping your body with muscle. Honestly, the only time I ask anyone for their weight is when they sign up, and that's to get them started on their nutrition plan. Besides that, I really never ask for weight unless you're bulking, and in that case, it's because I want to make sure you're gaining. But I never ask for weight. I look at photos, and regardless of what your weight is, I will know whether you're getting progress or not, or whether we need to change something based off of your photos. And I mostly wanted to talk about this because I do post a lot of befores and afters. Every third picture on my Instagram is a before and after of my client, because I'm very proud of them. They get progress in weeks, and I'm very proud of that. That's why I state that. A lot of programs will show befores and afters, and they won't say the timeline on them. And the reason that my clients get fast progress is because we fix their nutrition. First thing, I give them up to 2 weeks to work on their nutrition solely without even starting the plan, because I know that your goals are in your nutrition. So sometimes these girls will get like amazing progress, and even to me, I'm like, holy, I'm so happy for you, you know? Like, I understand nutrition is so important, but I still get really surprised when I see it. And then you got those people that are like, this is impossible, and it kind of angers you because you're like, dude, this is a real client and this is real progress, you know, these are photos they send me. But I do understand that, you know, unfortunately, more people will believe if I say that she was on a supplement, or you know, she took this protein and it did it for her. People will believe that and go buy the supplement, but they don't believe in hardcore nutrition and workouts, basic workouts that challenge you. And it drives me nuts, but you know, I can't promise everybody to get fast progress, because I've seen people who, you know, they'll buy the 12-week plan, and not till after the second six weeks do they start getting dramatic progress. Some bodies are stubborn, and we work together to get them going. I'll actually show a photo of one of the girls. She was not getting progress in the beginning, or at least it seemed that way, But little did I know this progress was adding up, and bam, she hit me hard when she sent me progress photos. I'm like, holy, what happened? She was so excited. She stayed committed. And I'm always scared that if somebody doesn't see fast progress, they're gonna just stop. And it happens and it sucks. And I tell them, listen, you gotta do it. Progress is inevitable. It's going to add up, and then you're going to be rewarded. And this is what I kept telling her in fear that she would like stop, and she kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And finally, when I saw the progress add up, I was so proud of her, because I know it is difficult to continue something when you don't see quick progress. But she stuck it through, and now she looks amazing. She's leaning all around. So I've seen this happen so many times. You know, I've seen people get really fast progress and people get slow progress. But regardless, progress is inevitable if you're doing all the right things. Another thing to consider on a fitness journey is wanting to switch things around too much, wanting to change your workout routine, eat the new trend, do the new diet. It's just, all this switching never allows the body to actually be consistent and get the progress at once. You know, you have to consider, I had been bulking and cutting and doing the same thing for like 3 years. It paid off. But had I kept switching things around, there are many times that I was like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But then I remembered, hey, if you stop working one muscle and start working another muscle, well, what's gonna happen? It's a vicious circle. You continuously engage one muscle. All right, this week or the next 2 weeks, I'm not gonna engage it and do something completely different. Muscle needs time, consistency. It needs to be forced to grow. So consistency is key. And talking more about my progress, in this day and age, it's really hard to convince people that progress is true, because it is a day or an age where, you know, you can get a lot of work done. And I tell you guys transparently, I have like 7 videos of my journey of getting my breast augmentation, recovery, all that, why I chose to do it. I've been very transparent about that. For me, it was something I wanted even before my fitness journey. It was always an insecurity that I had. I had so many sisters, and you know, they had boobs and I didn't, and I was like, this is unfair, why don't I have them? So I always had to deal with that. But then my fitness journey came in play. They got even smaller, and then I had a baby who sucked the life out of them, and then they got even smaller. And then I had this goal of, you know what, I'm tired of being skinny. I want to bulk, I want to get curves, and I want to really push towards my goals. And I did that, and you know, it took me a long time. But eventually I hit a point where I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I want to get bigger, but honestly, I look ridiculous. And this was my idea. I'm not saying everybody, you know, this is how I personally felt about myself. I said, it's just not gonna work. My chest is too small. My arms are getting too big. I was getting really cut too. My upper body just wasn't matching. And I felt like I hadn't reached my goal yet, but I couldn't move forward and get bigger if I was going to stay with the same size breast that I had. So, you know, my husband was 100% on board with this. I did get a boob job. It was at my heaviest during my bulk. That was kind of my gift to me. Like, I worked really hard, almost 3 years, accomplishing these goals, and so I rewarded myself with that. It's okay if you don't like it or agree or think they're gross or whatever. At the end of the day, I did them for myself, and my husband agrees with it. But a lot of people try to justify my progress based on the fact that I got boobs. I had no other work done. And honestly, if I could grow my boobs naturally, I would have totally done it, but I can't. And you have people that are like, well, why should I trust that you didn't get butt implants if you got boob implants? Well, I mean, choose to think whatever you want to think, but if you've been following me and you've seen all my videos, like the 300 of them that I have on YouTube, then you would see that my butt didn't just grow overnight. This was something that took a lot of time. But not believing only really hurts yourself. You're the skeptic, means you're not going to push forward because you don't think it's possible. But, however, keep in mind, I'm leaning, and so is my butt. And if it were implants in there, it would not be getting smaller, which I'm kind of upset about, but I have to come to terms with it because in order to get rid of the cellulite, I'm gonna lose a little bit of size. So I have come to terms with it. And if you guys are following me, then obviously you see that happening too. Like, it is losing volume, which sucks. And because I'm getting so many comments on my transformation video, I did want to put this out there. You cannot grow your boobs. I, again, got a boob job. You cannot grow them because they're fat. I wanted to add a quick point in there. Boobs does not equal progress. People think oh, all you got was your boobs done. No, actually when you get your boobs done, it kind of pushes you back in your fitness goals. 2 weeks you can't work out. I gained weight, I was bloated, the medicine made me feel horrible. I looked pretty much nasty, and then the boobs didn't settle, so they looked weird too. So boobs do not mean you've reached your goals. Getting your boobs done and not actually reaching your goals is actually very discouraging. That's why I made sure to get my body where I wanted it, and then I got boobs. Had I just gotten them when I was really skinny, I probably would have looked bad, not proportionate, and still left with the same problem I was facing beforehand. So boobs do not mean progress. If they're muscle, maybe, but it would probably look very masculine. But no, there's no way you can. And if you see a video that tells you otherwise, know that it's BS. If you could, I would have done the 3 years of work to grow them naturally and saved myself $8 grand, because no one wants to just throw $8 grand. And what led me to talk about this was so many people were writing, well, because the video is viral, obviously, I'm getting a lot of comments, but so many people were like, oh, you know, you, by making, you know, this transformation video, you're just bragging, or like I said, you're a hoe, or, you know, you want guys to say things to you that are inappropriate. Let me tell you guys, every video I post is to educate or inspire. The transformation video was to inspire, to let you know you can reach your goals. It wasn't meant for any other reason. I am married, happily married, with a child and family. I do not need that kind of attention. The reason I'm doing it is because I am a trainer. So I'm doing these videos to inspire. Another thing someone said, well, don't make videos about fake boobs if you don't want people talking about them. Excuse me. The videos about my breast augmentation were made to help girls. When I wanted to get my breast augmentation, I looked all over and I couldn't find the information I wanted. So I figured, you know what? When I do it, I'm gonna put the right information out there. I'm gonna talk about working out afterwards. I'm gonna talk about what it feels like. Do they settle? Do they feel like your own? I'm not in the videos being all nasty and touching myself or trying to get that kind of attention. It is literally sit down, talk to you, tell you how it's going type of videos, meant for girls, meant to help them. I can't prevent guys from seeing it and thinking wrong, but it's not meant for them. It's educational or inspiring. So I really wanted to talk about that, just to clear it up and remind you to be inspired. And if you don't find yourself inspired and for some reason my videos anger you, just don't watch them. It's your choice whether you choose to watch them or not. If you're constantly watching them, that means you like them. And another reminder, these are daily vlogs. So I have people who are like, I just want to see fitness. Well, fitness is like 1% of my life. I want to show you guys with these vlogs that fitness does not have to overtake your life. You can be a mom, an entrepreneur, you can do fun things, run a business and still work out. I have people who are like, I don't want to see anything but your workouts. Well, that's really boring in my opinion. They don't change much. I tell you guys this all the time. I don't do fancy workouts. You're not going to see me jumping around. So I know a lot of you appreciate it, but for those of you that are just looking for workouts, you can buy my plans. And that way it's only going to be nutrition and fitness. But besides that, embrace it. This is life, what I'm trying to show you. And this is what I like. This is what I want to create. I don't want to create just fitness and make it seem like that is all I do, because I don't. And I'm sorry this all had to go into this vlog, but I felt a couple things had to be addressed, especially for the new followers, let you guys know what my videos are about. And also it was meant to inspire those of you that, you know, are on a fitness journey and let you know that progress is difficult. It could be fast, it will be slow at times, it will drive you nuts, but just know if you stay committed and you continue to do all the right things, progress is inevitable. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell for notifications, and until tomorrow, bye guys.